How is it going, beautiful people? Smart here, and I'm back on your screen right now. Super pumped, super excited as always. As always, don't ever forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, very, very important, and also share this video to somebody else that is a WIKI Cat army or a potential investor. Very, very important, and I can't overemphasize that. So, just a bit of WIKI Cat, and let's talk about it. It's very, very important we talk about WIKI Cat because as of the time I'm making this video, WIKI Cat is down 6.7%. Not that significant, but as always, you want to always look at what WIKI Cat has done, and let's try to look at where WIKI Cat is headed. Very, very important, and you want to stick with me on this video, and it will even help you to learn, price action, so that you can, at your own time, use to analyze other coins, so that you can know the overall perspective of the market. Very, very important. So as always, we want to go towards, and as always, you want to come check what 24 hours trading volume liquidity. Very, very important. I always ponder that fact. My videos, very, very important. Don't ever forget that. Very, very important. So, as always, we want to do top-down analysis. As I always say, go to the higher time frame to analyze the chart. Very, very important, and I can't overemphasize that. And the reason why you should always go to the higher time frame to analyze the chart, because it gives you overall perspective of the market. It gives you a clearer picture. You get what I'm saying, right? So, as always, top-down analysis. Last month, we closed bearish. You can look at this right here. And this is the demand zone. I always talk about 195281 zone. That's the demand zone that I always talk about. But price can trade a little bit below that level. I'm not disputing the fact, because, it's price action. We can see some massive spike to the downside before we see some pump again to the upside, ladies and gentlemen. So as always, you want to go to the weekly time frame. So people are actually thinking that WIKI Cat is going to give some significant gains to the upside, and put this in mind. I want to teach you something right now. This is on a weekly time frame. So when it comes to candlestick pattern, I know this is an indecision candle, and I know that lots of people are aware of that, and lots of people that watch my channel probably might be good with technical analysis, right? So if you see an indecision candle forming, it means that price can go up, price can go down. That's exactly what is happening. The market is indecisive on the weekly time frame. So you can see this crystal clear. This last week, not this week, last week, we actually closed indecisive. So I know people were expecting price to trade to the upside, to test the technical levels before we see some bearish candle forming to the downside. I know that's what people were expecting, because most of the time that price is trading to the downside, most of the time, take it from me anytime, any day. So this is a trick right here I'm about to teach you. So most of the time that price, trade to the downside, most of the time. And if you see an indecisive candle like this, you will start to feel that price is about to trade to the upside. I know most of, let's say 90% of, price analysts, if they see something like this, they feel that, wow, price is about to go test some technical level before we see some more bearish price action to the downside. But most of the time, it's not always like that. Let's say 50% or 40% of the time, it's not always like that. And if you see a candle closure, let me teach you something right. So this is the week, is where the week is ending. Can you see that price is about to close at that zone, that exact zone? So if you see a price action like this, closing at that particular zone, that means we still have some, bearish selling pressure. We still have some selling pressure coming into the market. That's exactly what it means. So, if you close that exact point that, the market, the weekend, just expect still some bearish price action to the downside. And that's a trick that, most people don't know. Very, very important. That's a trick that most people don't know. So even this pattern also Can you see this one also? The other week, this week candle right here. Can you see that? Price action. The body of the candle close here, but as we saw, we still see somewhat bearish candle, closing beneath that point that the other bearish candle close. So very, very important. So put that in mind, and then all those things are quite. But I was actually expecting price towards kind of make some more technical. I was expecting price to make a retest of this zone, this 624,572 zone. Just price, spike to the side, and we see some bearish candle closing. But one thing you have to consider at this point right here that we were talking about, 1952 zone, 81 zone, is quite close, ladies and gentlemen. It's pretty close, and I can't overemphasize this. So I don't know, Brazil's price action to this zone is very, very close. So we should be getting ready. We can consolidate here, as I always say on my previous videos. We can actually consolidate here, ladies and gentlemen. And I've been emphasizing this for a very, very long time, so that if you see things happening, if you see some massive moves to the upside, you should not be surprised. And that's exactly what happened. Yeah, I've been hammering on this fact for a very, very long time, ladies and gentlemen. I kind of emphasize that, and the reason why all of this is happening, and you can see somewhat, people are not too selling that much. That's why you can see what little candles coming. Most of the time, that want to test technical levels, and and if you are very, very conversant with price action, we start seeing somewhat, little candlestick forming to the downside, and you can see it from this price actions right here. This price action playing out right here. Can you see massive candle? And this point right here, we start seeing little weekly candlesticks. So it's actually a sign. If you know how price action was, it's actually a sign. So this is actually the depression zone, and after the depression zone, that's when massive pumps happen. Yeah, if you understand how the crypto space work, very, very important, and I can overemphasize this. So you can also scale down to like lower time frame if you want to. I know people are shorting this coin, and I kind of emphasize this. People are short. So this is the daily time frame right here. You can see that people are still shorting the market. People are still shorting the market. So I'm still going to see some bearish price action to the downside, and you can see how the daily candles are forming here already. So if we reach some major zones, then we are going to be expecting a lot of pump to the market. And just so you know, it's sell pressure that is taking this market to the downside, and it's buy pressure that is going to take this market to the upside. And both trading and both investing wise, you get the point, right? So if price reach this point, you should be thinking of what buying WIKI Cat. We still have to see some bounce off to the upside. Some people are pretty conservative when it comes to investing and trading this coins, right? People can say bounce off the zone, but preferably bounce up the zone is going to be better. You get the point, right? Bounce up the zone to the upside, then you can buy, keep accumulating. And very, very important, right? So I'm smart. If you like what I do, definitely stick around. You will learn a lot from this YouTube channel. I can overemphasize this, and I'm definitely going to see you on the next one. Peace out.